So, yeah, I mean, I had a lot, as I say, I mean, I had a lot of people saying, you know, you need to sort your shit out, and I was smoking mad amounts at this point. So I was getting some relatively regular auditory hallucinations, which, basically when you hear, it's when you hear things and not when you see things, but, and that was kind of weird, you know. And it started to freak me out a bit, and I was already at this point I was completely paranoid, and I had a lot of people telling me to slow down. And, you know, it all seemed like people were conspiring, and, you know, a lot of people talking about me behind my back and stuff. So I was completely, like, socially and emotionally paranoid. It was bizarre. Anyway, so I kind of figured at this point, like, you know, my shit's going wrong. I know a couple of people it had gone wrong for, and I was just like, well, full one's probably next. It started to make sense. And so I just came to a decision where it was just like, you know what, fuck it. So I got an ounce of some fucking cron weed. Just cron, ridiculous. It was expensive as well. And then a bottle of vodka, and proceeded to just like bash out, just listen to music and stuff, just like really loud, inappropriately loud, quite a lot. And I wasn't sleeping at this point, I was just running around, I was running around town, tagging everything, and seeing everybody. If anyone was going out, I was there. It was just kind of like, as I say, I wasn't sleeping, and that stuff would fuck with your head anyway. So I was kind of rushing around, and I started getting some crazy thoughts. So I genuinely thought I was Jesus, and I'm not even fucking religious, but I was just like, you know, fuck, it made sense. You know, I'm the second coming, and it's down to me to bring peace to the fucking world. And at no point did I have any fucking justification for this, really. Anyway, so I've been running around, and yeah, I hadn't slept for somewhere incredibly close, possibly even slightly over to, I hadn't slept for 72 hours, I'd smoked the entirety of an ounce to myself, not one puff to anyone else, and drank a litre bottle of vodka, and a few beers as well, and yeah, so eventually I just fucking passed out. So I woke up, and there were 3 doctors in my house. They were all psychologists, and like I properly thought I was gonna go and get 5 PhDs, and just like fuck it, I was gonna do this in my spare time while I was saving the world. You know what I mean? And a lot of other stuff. I mean, I could go into all of my beliefs at this time, but I can't really be asked. It's just kind of. But they were all fucking nuts. So I sat in front of a committee of 3 doctors just in our living room and just explained some of my beliefs and my belief systems and the stuff that I thought about myself and thought about the world and all this stuff. And so basically they came to a decision incredibly quickly that it would probably be for the best if I got sectioned to full-on. So I was just like, oh, fuck it. And the ambulance, they actually put me in an ambulance, which was weird. So I went to they dropped me off at Fulbourn, and I was in Fulbourn. They gave me something called Zopiclone, which is a really, really strong sedative. It's like a sleeping tablet. And then, yeah, next day I woke up and I was just like, you know, fuck this. So slowly started to realise what had happened, so I jumped the fence and, yeah, basically so at this point, I mean the fence is tiny, but I climbed up on the smoking shelter and jumped the fence. I was just like, fuck you, I'm getting out of here. I know where my house is, so I'm going to go there. All of the fucking staff came after me, basically. The head doctor at Fulbourn came and told me, like, what's going to happen now is you're going to be moved to a secure unit. So I got moved to a secure unit in Peterborough. And it's something called a PQ unit, which is PICU which means a popular intensive care unit. And yeah, it was heavy. It was fucking heavy. I was in the peak unit for my 21st birthday. I was supposed to be going to Amsterdam with like 3 of my mates, and they all went anyway. So that fucking stung. And yeah, I was there for 28 days. Eventually, what they wait for, because I believed a lot of shit. And I believed, when I got section, I genuinely believed, you know, like, I'd be like fucking front page of the Guardian, just like, yeah, this dude, this legend gets fucking sectioned, like, this is ridiculous. Because I seriously didn't think I was that crazy. And at a lot of points I didn't think I was crazy at all. So what they wait for before you can be moved out of the secure unit is just insight into your own mental condition and understanding of the point that you were at and the point that you are at. That's the first step in recovery, basically. When you realise that you've been doing some crazy shit and you've believed some crazy shit and you understand that those things aren't true. That's what they wait for. And I started to sort of see this and see through this and understand that, you know, I wasn't Jesus and I wasn't as important as I might have believed and whatever. And then I got moved back to Fulbourn and I was an outpatient for about 2 months, and then had intensive therapy for 18 months. I will never smoke weed again, and that was hard to accept. But I think it can fuck people. It can destroy people, and one thing is it can make people really fucking boring as well, potentially, actually. But I do think it needs to be legalised. I think it's very, very important to decriminalise and legalise weed. And then put all the effort and stuff that they're putting into enforcing the law against weed into fucking helping people. Because most people who end up having trouble with weed smoke a shitload of weed because they're having a shit time.